finally, it's camping season, and this weekend I have my first trip. We got a De-Winterizer. So pretty much I'm just gonna bring you along, show you how I do it. Pretty simple process. Let's get this thing up and going. And we're gonna hook up our hose to our city water connection, just like you do at the campground. Okay, so first things that I'm going to do is go and turn all the water valves, everything off, so we don't start spraying water as soon as we turn the water supply on. Go ahead and turn the water on. We can check here, make sure we're not spraying, so everything's good. I can hear the water. Check a low point drains, mine are right here. You can actually open them, get some water. It's pink right now. I'm just kind of do both real quick. And then we'll go do the main sinks and shower and all that, toilet. And you're just literally just gonna run these until everything just runs clear. Do the sink. The cold water. Hot water. When you get pink stuff in your sink, antifreeze, and it stains it like this, you can't get it with your finger, these magic erasers, they do wonders. You just scrub a little bit and clean it up. So anybody that leaves them there, you don't have to. It comes off. So don't worry about it. Then your toilet. Same thing, let it go till it's clean. Kitchen sink. Cold water, hot water, do both. Okay, so pretty much at this point, your system's already cleaned out of all the antifreeze. There might still be a little bit left in there, but what I like to do, and this is kind of something that I came up with to check for leaks and to flush this tank out. So your anti-rod, I change them every year, so I'll be putting a brand new one in, even though it's really not that bad, this one here, but they're cheap. Just put a new one in. It saves the life of your water heater. So I'm gonna take the city water off. I'm gonna take it over and fill up my fresh water tank, and that way when you hit your water pump, you'll hear it prime up, and if it stops, you don't have any leaks, right? If you keep hearing your water pump, you possibly got a leak somewhere that you don't see underneath the underbelly here, or the flooring somewhere that isn't a good thing, obviously, if something froze and busted. So once I know, okay, yeah, the pump stopped, I have no leaks, then I'll open up the valves to include this guy, the water heater, to the system. And then once it starts pumping water into here, I'll let it just blow out whatever nasty stuff is in there from over the year. And then once it kind of comes clear, put the anti-rod back in there, let it fill up the system. Let's fill up the fresh water tank. So with this step, I don't fill it all the way up, but at least a quarter tank. I just need enough to tell me it's full and no leaks, and then enough to put water into the water heater. Okay, so I've already taken off my access panel to my water pump here. You need to, well, if yours don't have it, then you don't have to do this part, but mine has a bypass part right there. So I just got to turn that valve. It's a three-way valve to bypass the fresh water tank for when you're winterizing. So I'm going to turn that and we can turn the pump on. Turn your pump on and turn the sink on, and it's getting some air out of the lines. And down here you see the water pump moving now, it's sucking some fresh water. My filter down here is already clear. It was pink. So now I come up here and turn my water off. And you can do it both directions, kind of, let's clear out the pink still. And you're gonna keep doing this process of turning the sinks on and whatnot till you finally get nothing but clear water. But let's turn it off. And as soon as I turn it off, look, it's off. So that to me, I don't have any leaks. If you want to sit and make sure after 10 minutes of not hearing anything, if you have a leak, it takes very little for this guy to turn on. It's almost instant when there's a pressure drop. So pretty much, in my case right here, I don't have any leaks. I'm good. I'm gonna move on to the next part, and that is this panel over here. and that's my water heater. So let's remove it. Okay, so now we got the panel off here to my water heater. It's just a mess back here of wires. I don't care what it looks like behind panels, do they? So anyhow, here's my bypass loop right here. You got your 2 valves here. So we're gonna open that up, and as soon as you do this, it's gonna start coming out that. It's gonna start, that water pump's gonna kick on and start going out, because we're gonna start filling this guy up. So now let's hurry up and go outside and we'll see what's flushing out. Okay, so as you can see right here, it's nothing but clear water coming out, so I can go ahead, turn the water pump off, and then put it in the anno rod here and let this guy fill up, and then we can fire it up and make sure we got some hot water for the weekend. Turn on the gas. So I don't know how long it's gonna take for gas to get back here. I turned it on, but it's gonna probably go through a few cycles of just a bunch of clicking that you'll hear, and then it'll time out, it'll start doing it again. So you might have to do it a few times until you finally get gas back here. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it, but it finally lit. Go through one more time and run all the water lines again. Just make sure you're clear, and you should be good to go. So while my freshwater tank drains over there, there's a good point here to note. Every year, multiple times a year, you should lube up your track system here for your slide out. So go ahead and spray some good silicone on that, and I promise you, you won't bind up, nor will you rust out. So pretty much that's everything. So now before I take it out, I'll make sure the AC works, and I'll make sure the heater works. But now that I do this at my house, so it kind of fills up my black and gray water tanks. But I have clean outs here on my property. Some people wait and do de-winterization at the campground, but really, who wants to get to the campground and find out that you got leaks or an issue with your camper? So I suggest do it at your house and find some way to, I guess, clean up the mess. But guys, if you would, I'm just gonna pack up the camper, and I'm ready to go this weekend. If you would, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya!